All this week, our Next Weather Investigates team is looking at the summer of smoke.
And Next Weather Investigative reporter Jonah Kaplan is back after going straight to the source across the border and covering the Canadian wildfires and the impact on all of us here in Minnesota and Wisconsin. So Jonah joins us now live in studio. First off, welcome back. Great content. You know, the first thing that comes to mind when I saw some of the images is when we step outside here in Minnesota, we can smell the wildfire smoke here. What was it like for you to be so close? Was it that apparent when you stepped outside, like your car?
So I try to make light of the situation just because it's so serious.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid going to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and you knew you got close because you could smell the chocolate.
Yeah.
When we were in North Dakota, it got really pungent.
Really?
It got really pungent. And that's not a knock on North Dakota. That's because you are getting closer to all of the smoke and fire. When we kind of studied with when we met with the Canadian meteorologists, and they were showing us the maps of how far this stuff had traveled. Smoke doesn't evaporate; it dissipates. It doesn't disappear. It just breaks up. So the closer you are to it, the less it has broken up. So for smoke that has traveled 2,000 miles from the Northwest Territories, from Alberta, from British Columbia, and you're getting closer, it's just getting thicker, and it's getting, again, more pungent. You're going to have more fine particulate matter, and it has really, really become insufferable for many Canadians.
Wow.
Jonah, your series that it's airing each night at 10 p.m. right here on WCCO. It's really been incredible so far. We've seen 3 of the stories already here, and I'm wondering, and you mentioned in these stories that we are the first U.S. crew to visit some of the places where you did, and that surprised me.
It surprised all of us, and this whole idea started about a month ago with a rant in the newsroom. All of us were kind of saying, what is going on? I don't remember air quality alerts.
Ever. Like this,
My 5-year-old is asking me about the air quality today. I mean, you know, first they learned because of the COVID pandemic about masks, and now they're asking about air quality alerts. I'm like, what is going on here? And what is going on up there? Why are we getting all this? And we said, if not us, then who? So I finally convinced, you know, our news managers. I said, let's go up there and let's see what we can get. And it's just, I think we're all trying to gain more context and perspective because this is not a Canadian problem. It's not even really a North American problem. This is a global problem and a crisis as we deal with the effects of climate change.
Okay, real quick, because we are running out of time, but 2 more nights of coverage. What will the next stories focus on?
So tonight we're actually going to be profiling the Minnesotans, dozens of them, firefighters who have gone up to Canada, and other members of the largest American delegation ever for a foreign firefight. More than 2,100 firefighters. And we're going to look at the global response too. 12 different countries, Korea, Brazil, Chile, Mexico, the list goes on. And then tomorrow we're going to look ahead. What is it about climate change? What is it about, is this a new normal? And maybe what we can do as individuals and a community to mitigate these risks.
All right, well, great stuff so far. Looking forward to the next 2 nights. Again, as we said, 10 p.m. right here on WCCO. Great work, Jonah, and thanks for being in with us this morning.
Thanks, guys.